Hello everybody, hello and welcome to Sweet Victory's next random surprise LP. I bet you weren't expecting this. World of motherfucking Warcraft. Yep, I'm not going to censor myself there because it is indeed what that is. A lot of people are probably gawing at the idea of me doing a LP of World of Warcraft. What is wrong with you? Okay, first of all, no, I'm not doing an LP of it. I'm doing a random LP of it, which means it's going to last a compilation of 3 10-minute videos of me simply explaining it. Okay, and second of all, I actually enjoy this game. Not because I'm like super hardcore PvE or super hardcore PvP. It is because I just enjoy casually playing it and killing things and enjoying the rain and the trees and, you know, relaxing music and killing rabbits. Because I really hate rabbits. Come here, rabbit. I'm going to spend most of this random LP just kind of explaining things for those who aren't familiar with the games. And to put those at ease of who are afraid of this game, I'll just go ahead and kind of explain things to you. Okay, first of all, a lot of people, I'll go over a stereotype of this game, depict people who play this game as somebody who are typically antisocial, which of course is not the case for everybody. I mean, there are some out there that take this game way too seriously, and be warned, they will let you know they do. For instance, by going into big towns, which we will do later, before this random LP is over. And we'll go on and on about how this game is so serial, and how, you know, all this other stuff, this game, how, I don't know, and just stupid arguments. Okay, first of all, there's a way to turn off trade chat. This is true, but I mean, I don't participate in any of that crap because I'm bigger than that, obviously. I am not by no means. I take this game about as seriously as I take Shake. I don't like that wolf. The way he's looking at me, he kind of smelled bad. He needed a bath. I didn't want to bathe him, so I killed him. Okay, that's why I did that. Ooh, look, a tree. That's a pretty tree. Yep, that's the kind of player I am. I like looking at stuff. I'm really into it. Like I said, I played this game. I've been playing this game for about 5 years, ever since Vanilla or the first WoW came out. And all I did in that first year was pretty much just walk around, explore things, go to different areas, just taking the scenery. I have more respect for those who design the game as far as the, hey, look, hi, guy. Like graphics wise than I do like the internal like killing stuff wise. But anyways, what was I explaining about before I deviated? Okay. I guess I was trying to clear out the stereotype. I don't take the game seriously. PvP, what was it? I'm trying to remember. We'll get to see a big town before I quit this random LP. I can't remember. Anyways, like I was saying, I'll just try to pick up from a random point here. I don't take the game that seriously. Okay, straight up. I am a casual gamer. I just like killing stuff, and I rarely converse with people. I'm not that antisocial in the game. I just choose not to, because I like to mind my own. Now, with that, also, another thing, people think, well, you gotta pay $15 for it. Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, as people who use, you know, I guess them like computers or video games as a form of entertainment, you know, I don't know about anybody else, but I used to be kind of an avid renter of video games, and I would easily spend like $50 a month renting video games. I have kicked that habit because of World of Warcraft, ironically, which only cost me $15 a month as opposed. I have almost completely stopped renting, and I really haven't really been ignoring the other consoles, but I tell you what, it's gone down. And of course, you might be thinking, well, it's because you play World of Warcraft all the time. No, I don't. I don't really play World of Warcraft all the time. I haven't played in 2 weeks. In fact, if I had to pick an addiction to the game, it would be, any game, it would be Minecraft. Because I play that game way too goddamn much. Minecraft? Oh my gosh. I wanted to do an LP of that. That was going to be the surprise LP, okay, guys? But the fact of the matter was that it wasn't going to work. I don't know why this is working better than Minecraft, but maybe it's because Minecraft isn't exactly all smoothed out yet. It's alpha. Still a great game. I'd highly recommend picking it up, but I can't do it because I can't do the LP because my game's a little rough. I don't know. Maybe my computer's just not good enough. Maybe I'm missing something. But I don't want to try to do anything too technical for my poor little computer. Anyways, so as a little final footnote to that, yeah, people do get addicted to the game. I would recommend this game to a lot of people, but I mean, I would go with the little note that that Blizzard will tell you when you play this game. Everything is best in moderation, and I would vastly encourage that on anybody who decides to pick up the game. As fun as it might be, if you know, don't get too involved in it if you know that you have other things going on. If it starts cutting into other stuff, obviously you need to start cutting this out, because honestly, it's going to be there when you're ready for it. The game will not leave you behind too far. Plus, if it does, it'll always give you a leg up somehow. At least it has for me. And that is that. Let's go ahead and move on to the explanation of the game. I'll go ahead and go over the stats real fast. I know I'm going into just starting killing stuff a little bit. To loot, you kill stuff by attacking it with your weapons that I'm holding here. Depending on the class, will depend on the weapons you start with. And I happen to pick Rogue. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. There are several classes to pick from. There are, which don't always work with every race, but those you'll have to explore for yourself. I couldn't actually tell you off the top of my head what goes with what, but I can tell you the races that are available. There's Draenei, Night Elf, for the Alliance, I mean. The Alliance and the Horde. The Alliance have Draenei, Human, Night Elf. My cursor in the video, I never bothered looking. Draenei, Night Elf, Human, Gnome, Dwarf, and did I miss one? Draenei, Night Elf, Human, Dwarf, Gnome. And in Horde it is Troll, Tauren, Orc, Undead, Troll, Orc, Tauren, Undead. Damn it, there's another one. I'm so terrible. Blood Elf. Yep, I chose to go with the Alliance because I am completely unfamiliar with the Horde. Absolutely unfamiliar with it. I picked the class Rogue, which is a damage-dealing class. There are 3 different types of classes. There are healing, damage, and tanking. I can go into that probably a lot later. I'm probably going to spend most of these 3 parts just explaining this game. I've already said that, but I'll go in a lot of that later. I picked a damage-dealing one. The classes are Death Knight, Warrior, Rogue, Hunter. I can't believe I have to think. Paladin, Mage, Warlock, Priest, Druid, Shaman. I think I got them all. I might not have. I might have failed. Oh, and a bell. That's so cool. Like I said, guys, if you saw me do an LP of this, it would mostly be me stopping and looking at things. I'm gonna leave the music on too, because I just like it. I like the music. I like to stop and smell the roses. I'm a big rose smeller. Okay, this is a vendor. You right-click on him in order to access him. If he has an anvil, it means he can repair your goods, which you're gonna need to know that, obviously. But at first, I don't have much goods, so it doesn't matter. This guy with a little bag on him means he sells goods, but does not repair.
How are you?
You could always sell to any of these guys as long as they're able to sell things to you. Okay, this guy has a question mark. He's pondering what the hell that thing is. What is that thing in the distance there, sir? I don't know. No, actually, he has a quest that he's waiting on you to turn in. He's like, hurry up, you dumb bitch. I'm like, I'm gonna shake you! You look just like all the other guards. He could be a girl. We don't know. I doubt it.
How are you?
He could be an orc. We don't fucking know. Anyways, Deputy William there is waiting on me to turn in a quest for me to finish, which I have not started yet. What the silver one means that you need to turn it in. The gold one over here means you are, well, I'll show you. Means he's waiting you to turn in the quest, and if you have exclamation points that are gold, it means they're waiting for you to pick up, whereas silver ones, they are waiting for you to turn it in. Or, I mean, you're not high enough to pick it up. What the hell am I thinking? Now we gotta go kill more kobolds. Gosh. What are these guys doing? I mean, I guess they're just kind of like beavers. They're fucking everywhere and you need to get rid of them. Also, a little thing, well, I'll go into that later. As far as a possibility of making this an LP, I'm going to go into that in the last part if I remember. Hopefully I do. I'm sure I will. But,
What can I do for you?
we shall see. Let's go ahead and go over the stats real fast before I end it. Here you have your equipment slots here. You got your head, neck, shoulder, Cloak, chest, shirt, which has no armor value at all. It's simply aesthetic. Same with the tabard, which is helpful for an affiliation with a guild that you may join, as well as a faction way longer around the road. Obviously not an important one unless your guild requires it for some stupid reason. Bracers, they do become important later though, which I'll explain later if I ever get into that. Bracers, you have your main hand, your offhand weapon. Rogues are going to be needing to utilize having a main hand and offhand because all they will use is main hand and offhand. Then the throwing weapon, always good to have. You have trinkets, rings, boots, pants, belts, and hands. Now, one thing you want to clear here, and you're probably wondering, is like going through leveling. I noticed a lot of people asking me this, or asking just random people this, who are playing the game that are up in level. You'll have random level people asking, when do I get a pair of shoulders, or why haven't I gotten any yet? Well, it's simple. You won't see a pair of shoulders until you get around level 16 to 20 is when you're going to start seeing one. They're probably going to be gray or white and will probably drop off a random enemy or within an instance. I'll explain what an instance is, which is it's basically a dungeon. You go in it and there's bad things and you got to kill a boss. It's a kill zone with elite enemies that are significantly more difficult, which you must do with a group of people in order to defeat the enemies. It's cooperative. It's fun. Which would be qualified as PvE or person versus everything. I think that's player versus everything, which is the world. NPCs, non-playable character. Okay, enough of that. You also won't get a neck for a while. Unless you know a jewel crafter, you can get hooked up with one. I think 10 or 15, between 10 and 15. Edge you won't see until about 20. Rings you won't see about 10 or 15. Trinkets you won't see for a very long time, so if you're feeling pretty lonely, if you think these are just barren and you're sad, don't worry about it. The reason is, unless you're a jewel crafter, which is a type of trade, I will go over that probably next video. Don't worry about it. Everyone else doesn't have it either. It's just the way it works. Reputation is your reputation with the faction. I am human, therefore I'm with Stormwind faction. Ironforge is dwarves, Nomergon is gnomes, Exodar is Draenei, Darnassus is Night Elf, and depending on the class, you will typically get ahead of that, depending on the class, just because you happen to be starting there. I will go, that's that. And you'll also pick up other factions as you begin to traverse the world. Okay, and as stats go, strength affects your attack power, agility affects your attack power and critical strike chance, stamina affects your health, intellect and spirit doesn't affect this class. They will differentiate depending on whichever one you pick, class I mean. Gotta try to hurry it up here. Energy is the resource in which you derive your attacks from. Health is the amount of health you have before you are dead. Each class is a different form of resource area. Resources. Rogues have energy. Hunters have focus. Warriors have rage. Death Knights have runic power. Runic power is similar to rage, as in focus is similar to a rogue's energy, as it regenerates by itself, whereas warriors rage and runic power will generate based on the amount of damage taken or done, blah blah blah. And of course your casters, such as priests, druids, shamans, warlocks, mages, will use mana. And of course you'll want to pay a lot of attention to this and this more than you'll want to pay attention to that and that. Defenses, and you don't have to worry about unless you're going to become PvP, but I'll explain that more. But I will go more into this next time. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, guys. This has been Sweet Victory with Let's Play World of Warcraft. If you wish to know more about this game after the LP is over, we'll get to that, I guess. But if you also want to know the names of some people that have actually really good WoW players, go ahead and let me know, and I'll suggest them to you. I'm not afraid to point you in the right direction. Anyways, so until then, I will see you next time.